Good night. It's Cafeteria Labrish with Mona Indefatigable Heights. Of course, me. Yes. So, of course, I'm all decked out in my pink. So, you know, I'm here with the ladies of Potomac, and that's where we're starting tonight. We're starting with the Real Housewives of Potomac Reunion 2, Season 6, Reunion Episode 2, Season 6, Episode 19. Hi, guys. So, you know, I had to whoosah and get myself together and come back and give y'all this tea because I know y'all been waiting for it because it's piping hot. All right. So, um, so the episode reunion episode 2 started out already going with Mia and Candiace. So Mia wears a size 12. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's a lot. Everybody don't have small feet. So the big feet jokes are a little bit extra now. So we could shut that down, Candiace, because it's not really doing too much. It's not giving what it's supposed to have gave. But when Candiace went and said, when Mia said F you and Candiace said F me, that was funny. Candiace looked so pretty at the reunion. I loved everything about her look. Her bob was nice. It was giving me Halle Berry and you know, it's a bob that's working nowadays, but she was giving me that. Her body's so small and nice and everything, and it was giving me the Nutty Professor, Halle Berry and the Nutty Professor with the bob. So when Mia went on to talk about, you know, her social media manager being the one to run her social media account and she's not the one that does it, and you know, the blah 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 blah. And Candiace says, so is it your social media manager that has me blocked, or is it you? And Candiace and Mia's like, oh, you're blocked? Oh, I don't check, you know, I don't have time for that. I don't pay attention. Okay, Mia, you know you black Candiace, so you know you're the one running that account. So you're being really super extra with it. Askale had a slideshow presentation of all of the tweets that Mia has made about her, and that was it was epic because it looked like it was like a script for a movie. I love seeing all of Askale's beautiful face. Askale looked really beautiful. Her ponytail was everything, and just having all the hair off her face and being able to see her full profile was everything. She's beautiful. She looked beautiful, and I was excited to see her, of course. Now Candiace and Mia, they had a lot going on. Wendy's dress was everything. When Wendy went to see Candiace at the interval, and Candiace says, yes, you know, I'll, you know, take them down to the gutter, and Wendy says, but your gutter is everyone else's hell. That was on point. I still don't know where Sing Sing is. So we talked about Gizelle's fiery box, and we talked about her being a broken hoe from Hampton University, and Karen went on to let us know she did stand by that Gizelle, you know, is a broken hoe, but she's not putting down the people of Hampton University. And the fiery box comment was a alleged fabricated and made up story from a irreputable blog. So Gizelle saying Wendy looked at Grace cockeyed, and they showed the clip, and Wendy did look at her like, but I don't think she looked at her cockeyed. I think she looked at her like, oh, go on with your little self, or carrying yourself well, or I don't know if it was more like, it's just like giving her a little bit of admiration, but not really giving her the 100%. That's kind of what I saw. I didn't really see an exact diss or like, oh, like, nothing they like indicated it. So I understand how Gizelle felt about that, because when it comes to the kids, I don't play either, so I wouldn't want to see anybody looking at my child some type of way. So I understand the sentiment. Okay, so Michael and Ashley. Everybody wanted to know what type of films. Michael came through saying that he wanted to make films all of a sudden, and produce films, make movies. And everybody wants to know what kind of movies Michael wants to make. And everybody's assuming that Michael wants to make pornos. And Ashley said she didn't think of that. And Gizelle said she didn't think of that. I didn't think of that either, but I don't know why the people would say that. It must be a reason why that's, what's being thought. So I want to see how far this goes. I want to see what Michael comes with as far as this movie idea. I don't begrudge him the idea. I understand when Ashley says that he has done a certain type of business or played a certain type of role for so long. He may just want to, he's done real estate and he's done it for over 40 years. So if he now wants to like take the time to, go and do movies because it's something that he always wanted to do, or something he thinks that he might love, or it's just a hobby that he wants to bring into life, hey, who could stop him? He has his money. Ashley really takes up for Michael though, like, for the body shaming versus Michael body shaming versus Candiace body shaming. Candiace's body shaming was like definitely a barb and a dart that's meant to hurt and hit. I understand what Ashley was saying is, as to a couple that takes health into perspective and are healthy people and do health routines together, then for him to make a statement like that is not really derogatory. It's within their conversation lines, within normal conversation lines for them. They wouldn't be something that would be necessarily disrespectful. So I wouldn't say that it was disrespectful. I wouldn't take it as that. For if I was her, I would more be able to say, well, I understand why he said what he said, and I don't take a negative from it. Michael and Ashley not having any intimacy is very apparent. I don't know. She said that they're back to life and they're back to normal and everything is good again, and so on and so forth. I'm not exactly certain what's going on with that. There was a conversation about the colorism between Candiace and Ashley as far as like the forehead versus the dry head. So Candiace said Ashley has a big forehead. She said Ashley had a wide body. When she made the statement about Ashley walking her wide body in, I don't think she was talking about Ashley being fat because she just had a baby. I think she was talking about Ashley's shape. Like she's kind of like got that wider, like a shape that's not like that, but more like, I guess, I don't know. So I don't really think that's what she was saying. I don't think there was really any derogatory or put down in that as far as her just having had the baby. I don't think Candiace thinks in those lines. Candiace is just given the read, like, yeah, your forehead is big, your feet are big, this, that, and the third. Like, she's not taking it to the next level, like thinking these things out. They're not like planned, they just come out. So she's just reading your physical appearance as she sees it, not with like innuendos in that way. I don't think so. The forehead versus the dry head. Okay, so Ashley said, you with your dry head or whatever. So like now that becomes like a discussion about light-skinned women and with nice hair, and like their treatment of dark-skinned women with like 4C hair, or whatever strain of hair. I don't even. So I'm not like a hairdresser, so I don't know what. I never studied that. I don't know, but as far as is apparent, it's like, okay, so the woman on the show, I feel like every show, every demographic of a reality show like this, you are going to see things like that. You're gonna see colorism, because what is the world attracted to? What is society attracted to? They're attracted to light skinned women. They're attracted to light skinned women with certain features. They're attracted to certain things. Like the majority of society accepts this as what's beautiful and what's better than brown skinned women. And so it creates a barrier in every area, every aspect, and every situation that you go into. Like, it's the daily life for, dark skinned women or whatever, brown skinned women, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what that is. Chabu, all these terminologies, they're killing me out, even though, like, I would just say black people. But anyway, so with that, when you have that discussion, it becomes, well, maybe certain people are given a pass because of the complexion they have, or because of, the features they have, or the fact that they're like, mixed, or, whatever it is. And they get better benefits and better positions, better roles, better this, better that, because of the appeal and what's appealing to most people. So where it becomes a problem is where when people perpetuate it, like on a network like Bravo, or like in a show setting like a reality show, and so on and so forth. But you're gonna always have that. You have that in entertainment, you have that in the music, you have that in the movies, you have that in the TV shows, you have that in sports, you have that in every area that there is a group of people that are influencing and that can be influenced and can be used to influence, is what I think, allegedly. All right, so now Wendy is body, her dress is beautiful, it's divine, I love it, I'm in love, and her showing her new body is everything. I didn't have a problem with Wendy showing her body this season. I was excited about it. If you do your body, I don't think you should hide it under a bushel. You're going to put it on the rooftop and show everybody, hey, this body been done. You may not come and be like, oh, yeah, this is what I did and this is what I did. Who does that? But, hey, look, I got happiness, La Dame versus La Dame. Okay, the 3 week versus the 1 week. Wendy and Karen and Andy saying that he did think that it was shade that Karen came out wearing candles, but they did play the clip of 3 years ago where Karen did say she was doing candles, so she just went ahead and did her candles. Wendy produced her candles for the market before Karen, so it's interesting because Karen did mention it 3 years ago, but Karen is like, the La Dame line is all about luxury, and it takes, it's $1 billion industry, and it takes this and it takes that. The moment between Gizelle and Karen was really cute. It was emotional and everything, and it got us to thinking about, the way they spar throughout the years. They do spar without any violence, and I've never had anything violent or anything even faintly or vaguely violent between them both in any situation or anything like that. Them two ladies know how to par, and they know how to carry, and they know how to fetch, and they know how to carry, and they know how to bring what needs to have been brought. So that's one thing about them two as far as how they play their role on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Also, the three week versus the 1 week, that was like, shit, Karen, I don't know. When they said to Wendy, they thought Zen Wen meant that she was something else. Wendy said, no, Eddie called me that. And they're like, but you weren't really displaying Zen Wen, you were displaying, TikTok, and Wendy said, no, I'm Zen Wen again. So Wendy versus Robyn. Shit. Um, Wendy versus Robyn was a lot because Wendy had the poster board of the text messages that Robyn had sent her and so on and so forth. And Wendy's take is that if the blog that brought the tea about her and her husband's situation was a blog that fabricates information or lies on the same set of people, why would you bring it to the show and let it be a thing? And if they lied on you, Gizelle, why would you bring it to the show and let it be a thing? That's something that you should have avoided. And you did make inferences to her and her dressing and her body, you know, surgery and all of those things as if it was a part like her trying to make up for her husband cheating on her and this and that, trying to overcompensate this and that. No, the woman was going through her season of coming out. It was Zen Wen coming to the forefront, but you wanted to make it about some rumors that everybody know that these people be lying. One thing I know, everybody on that set was like, when Andy was like, oh, so what's this blog or whatever, everybody was like, yeah, no, they be lying. They be lying. So everybody was on one accord with that, honey, because nobody is trying to say that blog tell the truth. Because that blog, they don't want to give it any credibility throughout the years. Through the years. I go, through the years. Never let me. I don't know that one. Rolling back the years. Yeah. So nobody wants to roll back the years and say, okay, yeah, that blog was telling the truth, or that blog brought it and it was true tea or anything like that. So everybody was like, yeah, no, that blog, no, they just be lying. All right. So when Wendy came up with, okay, so Wendy and Robyn. So Robyn, you did say that you wanted to speak to Wendy about it, but y'all never brought it to Wendy, like pull her to the side and say, hey, Wendy, I don't know what's going on with this blog situation or whatever. Y'all could have called her, but y'all took it to the set. So that's what she's talking about, and that's what makes it like she's never going to be able to see you saying that she's any type of way because of the way that you guys operate as like Gizelle and Robyn, with the tag teaming of people and attacking them and questioning them and giving them the third degree and all these things. Zen Wen is not here for it. Zen Wen will read you TikTok. Yes, so that's it. Wendy's a bad bitch. I just wanted to go ahead and say that. She turned to Gizelle and she said, you were saying that I was trying to overcompensate for my husband maybe cheating or whatever. She said, you did a tummy tuck. Did you keep Jamal? I died. I'm telling you, I died. I cried. I looked to the left and I looked to the right and I looked to the left and I looked to the right and I was like, oh, Wendy, you did that. Yes, she did. All right, so that is my take on the reunion episode. The second reunion episode for the Real Housewives of Potomac season 6, episode 19. And there you have it. So let me just give you a little mental health check, guys. So I decided to pick myself up. I decided to turn myself around and I decided to keep going. I decided to break my ability to be distracted and to put that to the side and to move into some bigger and better things. I put my video of the violent attack on me on Twitter. Child, I wanted to tell y'all because, child, I met an activist over there. She was very helpful in assisting me and telling me where to go and what to do and who to contact to get help in my situation. And so I did contact a couple of my legislators today about my situation and about getting some kind of relief and figuring out what's going on with the transfer that I requested from 6 months ago. That I have done. So I do want to thank her. Her name is activist Sandria. It's in my phone. But let me tell you, I was over there on Twitter, right? And I have never really been on Twitter, so I was on everybody's post putting my video. I was just like, oh, I could just share my video with all these people because I want to share, what's happening to me. I want to get help. I'm like, how do you do this? So I don't know if it was trending. I put my video on it. I don't know, Associated Press, Reuters, Human Rights Watchdog. I mean, NASA. I don't know. Like, I went on and on and on. And on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I put it in every area, in every place that you could think of, because I was like, I am going to share this with the world because I need the world to know what's going on with me, because I'm not the type of person to sit here and let anybody like bully me or like put me in a position of being curled up like a fetus on the ground. I will not do that. If I'm there, then it's a bullet or a knife wound and I'm dead and I ain't getting up. I've fallen and I can't get up. And like, if you ain't seen the Jamaica bobsled team, when you be like, Sanka, you dead? And Sanka said, no, me not dead. Me have to say, yeah, me dead. Right, that's how she. So, with all of that, I say these. I have decided to take a moment. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do my little videos. As you know, this is my therapy. This is my moment to unwind, to get dressed, to feel pretty, and to make myself come alive. I don't know what our Thanksgiving is going to be like. I have no concept of it. Like, living here, I'm ready to move so bad. Like, I'm ready to start our lives and everything, and this is something that is bothering me a lot. So I don't even know what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving. We probably just I don't know. I'm not inviting anybody here. Like, nope, we're just gonna be here like prisoners, as we've been since like May. Because you notice I haven't really been anywhere. I haven't posted any pictures or videos or anything of me like anywhere doing anything, and I love to be places doing stuff. So when I move, you will see that. You will see me out and about doing my happy life, because that's what I do, me and the people that I love. Generally, it's going to be me and my kids, so you'll be able to get closer glimpses of them, and be able to see them more. Papa wants to do his little thing, so Papa has a little project that he's working on that I'm going to be sharing with y'all very soon, and all of these things. So I want to thank you for being here with me. I want to thank you for giving me your energy. I want to thank you for always being here with Cafeteria Labrish. And if you like what you see, I always forget to say this. If you like what you see here, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, so that when I upload a video or I go live, you will be notified. I want to thank you so much. It is me, Mona Indefatigable Heights, as always. Indefatigable, timeless, tireless, unstoppable. Yes, me, indefatigable, ongoing, not done, not stop, not done, never. We not give up, no sir, no around here, no sir. So we're gonna keep going, cause that no bad. And we say ever ongoing, ever moving, ever trying, not stop, not fail, not itch. Yeah, right. That's what she. Have a good night. It's been Cafeteria Lavish. Bye bye.